Welcome back to the podcast, the Schmeat Nation 3 podcast. As always, I'm your host, Commissioner Kale, joined alongside Adam Rocket. Adam, how you feeling? Week, 7 now? Jesus.
Week
Flies.
7, we're a third of the way through the season, which does, it's just crazy how fast it goes by. I say it every week, but it's just, I don't know. I can't handle it. It's going by too fast already.
It's the Ferris Bueller. We just have to stop and look around every once in a while.
Yeah.
I'm pretty proud of us getting a video out every week. Not bad. We've only a single one where it's just me yapping. So,
Yeah, for
uh,
sure.
let's keep it going. Jumping right into a great matchup. Oh, took the screen away. Eddie at I Suck at Fantasy changed the name right before the old matchup, and then had himself probably his best game. Do we get the little graph down here? We don't, but I presume this is Eddie's biggest game at 154, but was not enough. Was not enough. What do
Yeah,
you think?
he's just got one of those teams where I feel like he got extra injured this year, right? Like he had Malik Neighbors. I know that. I don't know if he lost anyone else big, but yeah, just one of those years for Eddie where the picks just didn't work out, and unfortunately, that's just how it is sometimes. Like, just one of those teams that's full of a bunch of mids.
Yeah, you got to go mid for mid. I don't think he's executed a trade yet, which is shocking to me. I feel like Eddie's usually someone who's trading around. I got that Trader Ed's meme on the thing, and then on my side, yeah, I couldn't feel better. I said last week I was like, this could be a trap game. Like, I definitely need to be humbled. Fantasy doesn't work out like this, and then I just didn't get humbled, and I feel great. And it was like by 11:30, I had 175 points or something. I was like, all right, well, cool. Like,
GG.
just
Yeah,
in a great
that's always
game.
one of those ones where you can finally enjoy the afternoon games without having to worry too much. Like, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, just
But yeah,
doing that.
we're a long way from that 0-2 start for you, so it's got to be
Yeah, 4 in
feeling
a
pretty
row
good.
feels good. If I win this week, I have tied my win total from last year. So doing great. Jumping into the next one here, Connor at 1-5, going up against Seth at 4-2. This unfortunately also might be Connor's largest win, or largest week, because he won with like 120. So bit of a bummer there. Then on Seth's side, not like the most consistency, but when it worked, it worked. Got some big games from him.
Yeah, you love to be picking up the win when you're starting Bryce Young. That isn't always the case. So props to him for picking the good week, and I guess against Dallas any week is a good week. But yeah, his team just got anchors on it. Nothing too crazy. Ladd finally doing what you would hope Ladd would have done based on his draft capital. And Josh Jacobs having a game. Unfortunate that Garrett Wilson goes down. I think he's out for a couple weeks at this point.
Yeah, we'll see what the team looks like shaping up in the next week. And then Connor's side, a bit of a bright spot with AJ Brown coming through, and Hollywood Brown. There's
Yeah,
just
but
a
Hollywood
lot.
Brown's not going to keep doing that with Rashi Rice coming back this week. So
Yeah, that's fair. Unless it just becomes target shotgun approach. But yeah, kind of tight end down, having Chase Brown as well. And Derrick
yeah,
Henry in this format kind of,
I just
he doesn't.
realized that how many Browns Connor has on the team. Jesus, he's got the triple Brown.
Oh shit. The Browns, and
Don't
they were
clip
his
that and
best
make me look like a
producers. Holy.
racist.
Moving on, we got Bradley at 2-4, his biggest week, going up against you, Adam. You could have used a couple of performing Browns. How do you feel about this?
Yeah, it was just one of those ones where I tried getting really cheeky starting on the Thursday game with Theo Johnson, and then once he put up 6 points and Saquon only had 10, I was like, kind of phone it in. Like the team just wasn't popping off, and then Igbuka got hurt, and Seattle just hates Kenneth Walker for some reason. I don't know what he did to Mike McDonald, but it's just crazy to watch him average 5 yards a carry and then get taken out to watch Charbonnet get stuffed at the line. But
Yeah, he's
on the other
done.
side, Brad's team just is starting to look disgusting. We've said it all season that he's kind of powering up, and you can sort of see the potential right here without even having CeeDee Lamb on the roster. So things are looking up for Brad.
Yeah, it looked gross. He tried to do the double tight end, but Mason Taylor has Justin Fields throwing to him, so that's unfortunate. But it didn't matter, luckily for him. On the next one, Aaron with another dominant performance takes down Parker. Parker, for the first time, drops below 150. That used to be a lock in Vegas, now a little waiver, and he's 3-3 at that. I just feel like we're in the exact same place we were last year. I don't know if you feel like this, but Parker's team always goes, oh, I kind of hate it. I kind of hate it, but like, I guess it's, and then he falls off a cliff. Like,
I
he'll
mean, you
hover around
could
500.
argue it's a little bit of a bye week with Justin Jefferson. I mean, I don't know if he has anyone else on the bench that wasn't playing, but I mean, Christian Kirk, but you're never going to play him. I don't know why he doesn't have Wandale in the lineup more. I mean, I feel like Wandale Robinson's been going off this year.
He did say himself that he's done with being on the Wandale Robinson, Calvin Ridley carousel. So I don't know what that means. We'll have to see look into next week. And then another team that's just absolutely dominant, Aaron, has absolutely no running backs. It brings a tear to my eye. I love the no running back. There's zero RB and then there's just no RB. And right now we're rocking a bit of a no RB look.
Yeah.
Does have Bucky Irving though.
She
So
did lose Bucky Irving, and that is the biggest thing. So hopefully she gets Bucky back soon.
yeah, I think they're on that trajectory of like might as well wait and then have a buy. I don't know, buy's a little bit away, so we'll see what Bucky's looking like. But does get Rashi Rice. So anyway, we're looking to next week. Can't get through these game previews. 2-4, Jasper goes down big to Andrew. Another team that we kind of been like, I don't love it, but this is how it's performing was Andrew. And meanwhile, we feel like Andrew was better than his record. I think I said Andrew twice.
Yeah, but it's still there for Andrew. The reason that we hate the team being the wide receivers in the flex, like he's lucky that he got that from Sam Laporta, but really all of his scoring this week came from Bijan and Jonathan Taylor again. It's like, sure, he's got those two guys, and those guys are probably going to give him an average of 60 points every week. But beyond that, like, can you really trust his team to round it out? Like, he got somewhat consistent numbers from anyone else, but like, other than those three and the tight end, his highest score is 10. Like that's not good.
Yeah, you do kind of need a lot. It is one of those things where he probably needs to sell Bijan or JT for just everything someone owns, but I don't know if this is the league to do it. And then on Jasper's side, played an injured player, couldn't really. I mean, there were other things he should have done, but I think in terms of just subbing in that injured player,
Yeah, I mean,
he wasn't going to make them.
I didn't do that. I don't even know what happened. I didn't see the injury or the notification that he was out this week too. I played him in another league. I didn't get any indicator that he was out.
Huh. So maybe a little bit of some random bowl. Looks like you had to be up at 8:40 a.m. and turn on your notifications. And then our game of the week turned out to be an absolute boat race. Reese,
Absolute stinker.
yeah, just couldn't do anything. Puka went down, and this is kind of what we've said about his team. It's like kind of Puka and then a bunch of random people that can do something sometimes. But yeah, this is in the cards for Reese. A huge flop, and on Jamie, just a dominant team. We'll talk more about her. Let's get to the power rankings here. Where do you want to start, bro? A lot of movement,
Yeah,
and we
there
totally
was.
forgot to bring the up and down thing.
I do think that the biggest mover is Reese, though. He was at 1 last week, and now he is down at 7. So I don't know if you want to dive into there real quick, but that is definitely the biggest mover.
Puka going down, it's kind of everything to his team.
Mm-hmm.
The names. I guess he gets Chuba back too. That was one of those ugly running backs he's got. Yeah, there's just who probably should cook up a trade is Reese and Andrew in some capacity. Like, although I guess he really only has Puka, so I don't know how that would be. Oh, he's got Brock Bowers too. Yeah, I mean the team's just kind of falling apart over there in Reese, and so I think it's a worthy decline.
Yeah, I do too. And it's like looking at his team and without Puka, I'm wondering, like, why did we have him at 1?
Well, he had
I don't
Bowers
know.
too. Bowers went out. I don't know.
That's true.
I think he also we can't be far removed from putting up like 200 points. Yeah, he put up 150. Yeah, he put 216 right there in week 3, and then just kind of took that and ran with it.
I'm guessing like it's mostly just been Cortland Sutton and Michael Pittman, two names that I kind of just hate, but they've been overperforming what they usually do.
Yeah, they're
So
averaging 15.
yeah, I don't
We'll
know.
see how it goes. He's 4-2. It's like that's why it's so crucial to pick up those wins early. But you're looking at a team that sneaks into playoffs first. The next team I want to talk about is Brad, who
Yeah, I
moved
was
up
gonna bring
so
him
much.
up. He was the
Brad's
second
team
biggest
looks
mover.
gross. We probably have them too low at 4. It's just we haven't seen it back to back weeks, whereas everyone in
Mhm.
the top 3 we have. But this is easily someone who could be number 1 in 2 weeks. The team's disgusting. Lamar Jackson's still on bye, but like Drake May is the 5th best QB, so it doesn't matter. The running backs are really where you have some shake, but it's also rookies, so you expect them to do really well down the stretch.
The only thing with Bill is the fumbling. I don't believe it'll be too big of an issue, but I think he has fumbled in 2 games so far when he's been like the featured guy. So
Yeah,
you just gotta hope that their offensive staff sees the talent over the one downfall. But Judkins has just been a beast so far. Yeah, bad week against a Steelers team, but division game, you can kind of chalk it up to just being weird.
yeah, and then the receiving core, that's where it is. CD, Drake London, Xavier Worthy, and Mike Evans. That's where you really
This is really who
he's
should be
got it
cooking up a
all.
trade with Andrew. He's got a lot of pieces that he could consolidate into a Bijan or
Uh,
Jonathan.
true, true. If he even wants him. He's
Yeah.
got the number 1 D as well in Seahawks, so we'll see how long that keeps up. They need those corners to get back, but that's a great team. Let's see, anyone else who's flying around the board?
I don't think anyone else really changed up too much. Let me
I'll
do a
jump
quick
into it.
scan. Yeah, everyone else stayed pretty
We'll talk
similar.
about everyone here. So jumping into the first matchup, it would be game of the week if there wasn't just an absolute heater for game of the week down the line. But myself at 4-2
Good call
going
to
up
call
against
game of the week,
Seth,
game 1B.
game 1B. Some people were saying, obviously Garrett Wilson being hurts, and I also think Kyler Murray is not supposed to play, so that hurts as well. But what are your thoughts on this matchup?
Obviously, a good matchup. I mean, you just look at the player rankings on your squad, and you're like, yeah, you just got to be salivating. Like, it just looks nasty. It's one of those ones where you look at you like if I was Seth and I opened the fantasy app today and just saw the projections, I'm like, wow, why do I even pay attention? Like, it's bye week. Might as well go enjoy my Sunday rather than watching football.
Yeah, I feel good about where the team's at. I think it's tough not to compare like two people who used to be in a relationship break up and then the movies like for some reason they're always trying to one up each other. Like that's what it feels like with the Cam Scatterwood Drake London thing. 'Cause it's ultimately like I think we just both netted out pretty well together, but obviously like I could also have that in the lineup, which you can always talk about, but otherwise, I feel
Yeah,
pretty
but
good.
then if
It's
you
Danny
have Drake
Dimes
London, you
too.
got to start Travion Henderson still. Like, what running? Like, I feel like that was a
Yeah,
perfect move for both teams where you needed that second running back slot and you had the wide receivers to handle offloading one.
yeah, yeah. It's a good point. I really lucked out with Tyler Warren in this format, getting him late. But yeah, it feels good. Hey, I'm just worried about Danny Dimes. Like, I think we could have a big QB issue soon, but we'll see. See
Yeah,
where
but
we
you
go.
got like I said, you got the squad to handle sort of a, middling QB.
Yeah,
But yeah,
and then
I'm
on,
taking you in this matchup.
I have this weird feeling, but I think I have to take myself. I just think on Seth's side, like the matchups for me are really not good, so I think we could easily see a little bit of a stumble. Whereas Seth has got a lot of guys who should be in some pretty good matchups. Javante
Mm-hmm.
Williams getting it back, and then obviously Tampa Bay's tough, but they do allow points through the air to the running backs, so he's got it there. And Jacobs is a beast. I really worry about this wide receiver core. I think I've said it a lot, but
I was gonna say that too. Like I know Liam Cohen did come out and say that Travis Hunter is going to be the number one read on more offensive plays, but it's just one of those things where that could just be coach speak at the end of the day. What does that really mean? And then,
yeah,
yeah, it's like Ted has been good, but like not great so far. And Ladd again is underperforming where you drafted him. So wide receivers are a little
yeah,
bit concerning.
I definitely luck out with Garrett Wilson on bye because going up against Carolina, or not bye, but him going up against Carolina, he probably would have dominated. So definitely got some injury in my favor, but yeah, I'll take myself as well. Jumping in here, a winnable game for both these teams. Jasper at 2-4 up against Eddie at 2-4. A little bit shocking. I have to blink a little bit to look at the player rankings going from game to game, but a couple of a
So
battle
many numbers on the
mid
screen
slot.
now.
Yeah, hopefully Quentin Johnson plays for Jasper. He also has Nico Collins on the bench. Factor that in probably instead of Troy Franklin or Keenan Allen, or obviously Quentin if he's hurt. But
Yeah.
we're gonna start here.
Yeah, this one, I mean, it feels like whoever wins this game still has hope alive, and then you drop to 2-5. It's like that is tough to recover from. So this actually is a huge matchup. And I mean, on Eddie's side, it feels like he's playing waiver wire guys and Kendrick Bourne and Javon Johnson and Matthew Golden. Like, I don't know. Maybe that's a bad way to
Yeah,
look at it, but I just don't see it. He gets Terry back, though.
it feels like the Patriots have replicated what the Bills have, where any given week one of their wide receivers can go crazy, but you really don't want to start any of them. And it's funny that they also have Diggs now. Like it just mirrors that, and it's been that way for a long time. So
Mhm.
that's tough. It's like Matthew Golden. Just feel like every game I'm like, come on, man,
It's going to
let's
be the
get it
one.
going. Has he got a touchdown yet? No. So Grandma is still in the cage.
But he's getting more and more yards every week, so that is a good sign. Good sign for
We'll
Grandma.
send him up, and then yeah, I guess the running backs for Jasper just kind of. Oh, but it's Carolina, so Brees should feast. I don't know who to take here. Who are you taking?
Oh, man, I mean, it's just tough to tell. I think I have to take Jasper here. Like, you have to assume that he's going to slide Nico back in. I don't know. What is Jerry Jeudy doing with Dylan Gabriel?
Probably not a lot.
Yeah. His
They had
season's kind
13 targets, hauled in 5 of them. So
Yeah, I don't
he
know.
has the
Maybe it might
potential.
be someone to slide in, but I still feel like I like Jasper's team more here. I got Jasper higher in the rankings, so
Yeah. Yeah, I think I do too. Yeah, I guess I'll go Jasper. So, oh, I'm Jasper. I'm higher on Jasper, so I have to.
yeah. Interesting that you had Jasper higher than Andrew after Andrew just smoked Jasper.
That is
I don't
interesting.
know. On to
Jumping
the
in the
next.
next one, at 4-2, up against you at 3-3. When you open the fantasy app, what do you feel?
I feel like I just got a team full of scrappy little mids. I don't know if my team is just at this point it's just fun, you know. It's frustrating, but what can you do?
Yeah,
I feel like
slot
I
that
don't really have the pop off potential at this
the
point. So
the flex and tight end matchup is adorable. You're both starting the double tight end in that second flex spot with the R&Bs up in the top one. So
yeah, I might go triple tight end. I get the George Kittle back this week
Reese
too.
was getting bailed out so hard by Puka. It's kind of insane. But I mean, props to him for grabbing him. Most of us could have had a chance. So good work there. And then, yeah, you're kind of riddled with injuries down here. And Higgins.
Yeah,
What
losing
about
Igbuka
Mason?
was
Oh,
huge.
I guess not.
The losing Igbuka just makes my wide receiving core look so bad. Like I want so bad for Ricky Pearsall to be like a guy, but he just hasn't been that yet. He just fallen into the end zone.
Yeah, what has he done?
He's
Uh,
had games with lots of
oh, yeah.
yards, but he just
Yeah.
hasn't gotten into the end zone yet.
Yeah, that's if he plays, that's a good start. I think based off the rankings, do I have you higher or where?
I do have myself lower, but I am going to take myself here because I think I'm 0-2 when I take myself. So maybe I should take Ricky.
I'll take you.
Hmm. But
I'll
I
go by
like.
the rankings. I
I'm
don't
taking
think.
myself. So I got to
Yeah,
believe.
that's
The
smart.
season's not over yet. Got to keep believing.
I also don't think Njoku's going to play was my thing. So,
Oh, dude, and I
oh,
got the Njoku handcuff sitting in my tight end slot. It's the Cleveland off.
I guess he goes AO manner. Yeah, I don't know. Reese's team is a little bit hurt at the moment. Jumping into Andrew's team, who I know why I put him lower because he's missing Josh Allen and Zay Flowers this week. When I was looking at it, I was like, oh god, he's gonna have to start like Jig or Woody Marks. So we'll see what Andrew ultimately ends up at. But big game for him at 2-4, and then Bradley at 2-4 as well. We talked a lot about Bradley's team and Andrew's team really. So I also think this one with Josh Allen on that bye will be not.
Yeah, I mean, this is basically a bye week for Brad at this point. Like, I don't know. There's not really much to be excited about on Andrew's team, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, he did get the victory, but definitely needs to make some action in the wide receiver room. The nice part about fantasy is that anything can happen. I also lean that Brad's gonna have to play someone not CD Lamb, but he does have Rico Dowdle, so he should be fine.
Yeah, I feel like there's plenty of guys that he could slot in there. Still
Yeah,
be fine. I'm taking Brad in this matchup.
yeah, me as well. But obviously, big moment for both their seasons. Coming into another fun one, Connor at 1-5. I've been there. It's horrible. And going up against Parker at 3-3, I will say, with all of my soul, I want Connor to win this game so bad.
It would be awesome. It would just be so fun to watch Parker start crashing out.
But unfortunately, it does look like Parker has a better team here. I've been like kind of frustrated with Metcalf because I feel like he could have done so much more this season. Like he's had a good season, but there's just been so much meat on the bone left from like Aaron Rodgers randomly throwing shit balls. Like so that be prepared for that to turn around. I also think he's gonna lose out on the Wandale Robinson Calvin Ridley carousel here, going Wandale up against Denver. That seems like a tough matchup for him. I guess Calvin Ridley might miss. Ah, jeez, yeah, I don't know.
Dude, as an owner of Calvin Ridley in another league, like it does not feel good to be playing him any week. Like
I can't imagine.
they just have like Wandale's got. It's just a better situation, and they might be down in that game, so they're just throwing more. And I trust Jackson Dart at this point more than I trust Cam Ward.
Yeah, that's fair. Then on Connor's side, I actually
he gets Jalen Warren back, right? He was hurt for a little bit.
yeah, Jalen Warren up against Cincy. That should be a good match. I mean, it's there. The writing's on the table. They could be coming out of Thursday night with quite the ball game here because DK Metcalf could dominate, but so could Chase Brown and Jalen Warren.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how to feel about this one.
I just speak on this.
I have
what
to
are we?
There's no reason I can't take Parker. I have to take Parker.
Yeah, I'll go Connor. Why not? I believe.
Go for the upset.
That's a generational fade. Yo, I can turn $100 into like 800 if this hits, and it's picking Connor against Parker.
Just picking the lottery.
Jumping into the game of the week. We got Aaron at 4-2 up against Jamie at 5-1. Aaron, a 6.7 point road favorite going into Jamie. Both teams obviously insane. The player rankings really nice on both of them. Where are you leaning in this matchup?
I mean, coming out of the first 6 weeks 4-2, and then you get Rashee Rice back, especially the way that Kansas City's offense is playing. It feels like Patrick Mahomes is back to being the number one QB. Travis Kelce's obviously not what he once was, but He's getting the targets, and I think Rashee Rice just comes in and absolutely dominates. Like the Kansas City offense is just back to being fun to watch, even though I hate it.
It's a great year for Swifties to play fantasy football with Mahomes up at number one. I didn't realize he was kind of going nuts, and he is. Jesus, yeah, quite a lot of points week in and week out. So
He has been cooking.
yeah, it'll be interesting to see what the offense looks like with Rice. I know that's what all the talking heads have said, but even if Rice takes a little bit to get going, like Jake Ferguson averaging 21.7, Vikings D averaging 15.2, like Aaron has built a unit, and kind of like we touched on, if Bucky is back, this looks like
Scary.
far and
Yeah.
away the best team. Yeah.
It's one of those teams where, like, especially now that Puka's down, like, this is a scary time to be going up against Aaron because Matthew Stafford could just turn Devontae Adams into the hyper target receiver. So I wouldn't be surprised if Devontae Adams had like a 35 to 40 point game.
Yeah, I'm wondering who Jacksonville can line up on Devontae. It is in London, so things could be a little bit weird, but I can't imagine any of those young corners in Jacksonville having much success against Devontae Adams. He's become a little crafty in his older years, running some absolutely nasty routes. So, but on Jamie's side, Devon Achane, an overachiever probably. Amon-Ra St. Brown, obviously insane. George Pickens, massive overachiever, and then Dallas Goedert, another one. So Jamie has quite the team of value picks going for her.
Yeah, I do love the Kate Otten play this too, especially if Mike Evans doesn't play. It's like at this point, who else is Baker going to throw to? So I think that's a very respectable play there. Kind of a 1 week patch there. Yeah, I mean, this matchup's just going to be fireworks.
I'm excited to see it. Marvin Harrison, obviously, kind of the flyer. I mean, Jamie's 5-1, so it's not like she's been riding with Marvin Harrison's performances. But if he can go off, it'll just add to it and look so nasty.
Mm-hmm.
Cleveland is a little tough to run on, but obviously most of Achane's points just come through that air. So I think even matchup wise, things are looking good. And if CD's out one more week, and honestly, based on the rapport that him and Dak have cooked up, maybe even if CD plays, but I think George is going to feast against the Commanders. It looked like a team you could easily throw on, especially back home in Jerry World.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, that's
Why
just
not?
the type. It's a great year to have pieces of that Cowboys offense. They're perfect for fantasy, where their defense is just so atrocious that they're gonna give up 30 points and they're just gonna have to throw every week.
Yeah. I think what's interesting is Jamie's one loss was to Parker back in rivalry week. She's on a 5-game win streak, and Parker just has her number. Great.
That
He's
is,
always, I think, in her turn to dominance, we've highlighted every year that Parker's just a monkey on her shoulder. So preventing her from having a season.
who are you
But
taking?
otherwise, just both teams fantastic. I will. Oh man, it's tough because I have Aaron higher in the rankings, but I will be with Jamie on this Sunday, so I think I have to give her the nod.
That's crazy. Now I'm taking Aaron for sure.
You know, we can split nicely there for sure. I think Jamie's dropping like a 190s plus every week. It's just
Go
right.
scroll down. Let's see what their week to week matchup would be. It's pretty back and
Incredible.
forth.
Yeah,
Aaron would have beaten her the last 2 weeks.
that's true. It's true.
3 of the last 4. There's
Oh, you
only
know
been
what?
twice this year that
Yeah,
Jamie has outscored Aaron.
Yeah, you're right. Actually, you're right. Actually, Jamie. All right, we'll see what happens this week. A chance to level the series, if you would.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I think that'll do it. Let's go take a peek at the standings. Jamie obviously up at the top, so huge for Aaron here. Can shake it all up, blow it up big time. A lot of folks at 4-2, couple at 3-3, and then a lot at 2-4 right here. Obviously, we've talked about Bradley being in position to move up higher than we will. Let's check points 4, 1, 2, 3, and then 8. I mean, Andrew's still hanging around, you know, because of those big first couple weeks. That's why we had Andrew so high. It was going nuts.
I mean, yeah, he was always scoring. Once again, it always just looks funny to me that Seth only plays home games.
We will need to adjust that with the platform change. Let's check the projected playoff bracket. No, that's not what I wanted. I wanted the power rankings. Can't remember how to get there. I also didn't do this. Let's see who's unlucky. Eddie. Eddie and Brandon.
Lucky,
And
yeah.
me. So look, this is a hard fought iron sharpens iron season for me. Needed that
Yeah.
one.
Um,
Now I got this. Here we go. Look at that, 12-2. You love to see it. Jamie up at 1 at the moment. Okay, and then Aaron at 3. So ESPN agrees with us.
yeah, I think that is about right. I feel like we're pretty locked in on this because we have Connor at 10, Eddie at 11, and Jasper at 10. And dude, our power rankings are pretty locked in at ESPN.
Holy shit! ESPN's taking our rankings, man. Where is Bradley? Oh,
Because
Bradley's
I'm at 8. I'm at 8. Brad's at 7 in this. Okay, that's our biggest.
Yeah, that doesn't work. But he does have those rookies, so. Okay.
Yep.
Well, good stuff. Any final words for week 7?
Yeah. Good luck to everyone out there. Should be another fun week.
All right. We'll see y'all later.